What's up, y'all? This is Ty. How you doing? You know what I'm here for. It is that time. Yes, it is. Did you see it tonight? I'm here to review episode 12 of Tyler Perry's comedy on BET, The Oval. All right, let's get right into it because we got some things to cover here tonight on this one. So last week's episode left off with the Ramadushi cult member, Ramalama Ding Dong, you know what I'm talking about. The cult member who helped steal Barry's daughter. She was in the home. She tells Barry's parents, that, she's doomed. So she does this like video will on their phone and she blows her brains out. So now she's laid out in the kitchen, dead. And Barry's mother has one of those, oh, Lord, I can't take it, Jesus, help me. She goes into one of those because what would it be without one of those, oh, Lord, moments? We always have to have that mama that's like, oh, Lord, help me. But then it gets worse this time because now mama done caught an asthma. Why am I laughing? That's not funny. I'm sorry. Mama done caught an asthma attack and they're like, get my inhaler. Barry's a good for nothing because remember, the Ragadushi cult member blew her brains out. So I guess that was part of her brains on the purse. Because Mama's purse was on the chair. And I guess when she blew her brains out, the blood and all of the parts of the brain, I guess, was on the... So I'm like, your mother's over here having an asthma attack or whatever. And Barry looks at the person. He's like, I can't touch that. He about to let his mother... Wait, I'm sorry. He's about to... Oh, my God. I'm sorry. Let me pull it together. I don't know why that's so funny to me. He's about to let his mother have this damn asthma attack because he see the blood on the this is terrible. He sees the blood on the purse, so he wouldn't go get the inhaler out of the purse. So I forgot who got the inhaler out of the purse. This is terrible. I'm sorry. I forgot who got the inhaler out of the purse. One of them got it out for her. So, she's doing all this. Oh, Lord, it's going to be all right. She's doing all this, getting herself together, And Barry's just... Barry was just... He just had no sympathy because he's like, listen, who cares? So, oh my goodness, this is a terrible review. I just laughed through all that. Let me go. Let me pull my thoughts. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me go to my notes. So, Mama's out here with this asthma attack, and she's, Sharon comes to her aid, and Sharon's helping her while she's, getting herself together. This dead body's here. They said, call the police now. Barry's like, what is this? He sees it down there, like, call the police. So Barry's supposed to call the police. Now, meanwhile, while they're waiting for the police, and Mama's like, oh, Lord, oh, Jesus, help me, and all that. The phone rings, Sharon's phone rings, and it's Kareem. Now, y'all remember Kareem? Kareem is old boy that worked with Sharon at the pharmacy, convenience store, whatever it is, where Barry and him got into a fight a few episodes back, and now the police are looking for Barry because him and the guy got into the fight and all of this. So he's telling her she needs to come to work, and she's like, oh, not right now, this is a certain situation, and here's Barry's mother. Baby, go to work. You need your job. There is a dead body laying in your kitchen floor. There's brain particles on your purse. You just had an asthma attack. And you're telling this girl going to work. No, you need all the help you can get. So she's like, where's the police? Was taking the police so long? Come to find out, Barry did not call the police because, he knows that the police are after him. So they have this scene where Barry's yelling at Sharon. He's like, Oh, you gonna go to work? You always leaving when I need you. If you go, don't come back. I'm like, meanwhile, the body's still laying here. So Barry's yelling, having a fit. But I kind of was on his side right here because he's right. You going to work? There's a crisis in here. There's a body on the floor, and you going to work because you need the job. You can get enough. Come on. I'm sure your boss would be understanding, but then again, her boss kind of wants her. So, his mother's like, listen, don't listen to him going to work. You need your job. And she says to Barry something like, you keep hurting the ones you love because you're hurt, and you watch what's going to happen. Mama have to always give those gems. You're always hurting the people that love you. Something like that, she said. I'm like, Ma, shut up. There's a body on the floor. So I'm totally on Barry's side here. There's a body on the floor, and this is the chick that stole my daughter. Screw her. Come on. So somebody, So his father comes out, and his father's like, Barry, be quiet. He's telling him to be quiet because respect the dead, because there's a body on the floor. And I'm with Barry. Look, respect the dead. This is the damn cult member that helped kidnap my daughter. So I understand Barry's frustrations right there. I totally do. And Barry didn't call the popo, y'all. So his mother then says to him, did you do something to hurt Ruth? Because remember, Ruth is his baby mama. Are y'all following all this? Because there's a lot going on. Ruth is his baby mama who was in the Ragadushi cult. And she was killed. But this is after she kidnapped their child. We don't know where the child is at. The child is somewhere with the cult leader, Big Daddy, or the Great Messiah, or the Chosen One, whatever his name was. And so... And so Barry's mother asked him, did you hurt that girl? Did you do anything? Because they said it was a heat and passion, it was a murder out of passion. And my kitchen knife is missing. Where's my kitchen knife? And Barry's like, I cannot believe that you are asking me this right now. I can't believe this. My daughter's missing, and you're accusing me of killing her? I didn't kill her. I don't know what you're talking about. He said, listen, my only issue is I can't call the police because I got into a fight at the store, and that old boy filed a police report, and they might be after me. Then his father butts in, well, son, that's the least of your worries. And why is that? Because his father finally tells him, you killed a man when we were in a car, and you had Picky's gun, and the gun went off. It went through the car and shot this man while he was sleeping. And y'all remember that was Mr. Thomas Fields, who the people was out there protesting. So Barry's feeling some kind of way. He's upset. He storms upstairs. He's leaving. He's leaving, getting his stuff. We see Barry packing. And as he's packing, he looked at some footage. He sees the people protesting about poor Mr. Thomas Fields that was shot in his home while because of Barry. So we see Barry digging in drawers and stuff. He's packing. And then he finds this box, and he opens the box. And boom, there's the bloody kitchen knife, and there's money. I'm putting two and two together here because I was like, well, who done killed Ruth? I think it was Sharon. That's just my thought. I think it was Sharon. Because I don't think it was the father, or we know it ain't the mother because she too busy, oh, Lord, Jesus, help me. And I don't think it's the father. I think it's Sharon. And the reason I say that is, remember Picky said in a few episodes back that Sharon was in that guy, and Sharon and Kareem was selling drugs and all this stuff in the store. Maybe there's some truth to that. But I think that's her money, and she's the one who stabbed Ruth some way, somehow. That's just my little guess. I could be wrong. So anyway, we just going to continue with this Barry stuff, and then I'll go on to the next characters. So I guess Barry decides he's going to take the knife. And I guess I don't know what he's doing. And his family's like, listen, we got to call the police. We got to make this thing right. So now Barry's outside. The police are there. They're asking him questions. And the fool has the knife on him. And the cops are like, get down, down. And, now they got him. So Barry, I guess they're they're going to try to say that he murdered old girl or whatever. We're going to see what happens with that. Meanwhile, there's a whole body still in the house. Did y'all tell him that there's the Ragadushi girl is in the house? Did you tell him that? And it is brain matter and splattered blood and stuff on this purse. Did y'all tell him that? I don't know. All right, let's move on. Let's move up. Also, let's move on to Sharon. So Sharon does go to work, and Kareem is chastising her, telling her she need to cut that zero and get with this hero and all this other stuff. And he's just throwing darts at her. You know, I did the shelves, I mopped the floor, I cleaned up aisle 3, I did this, that, and the third, and you couldn't come here. And I'm like, hello? She just watched somebody blow their brains out. I don't think she needs to be going to work. She needs to, come on, you just watched somebody blow their brains out. So anyway, Kareem is just giving her a hard time. And then he finally says to her, well, the truth is my girlfriend broke up with me because she found a picture of you. And I always keep this picture of you. And she's like, why you keep a picture of me? You know, we dated so many years ago. Aha! This is why Barry don't like Kareem, because Sharon used to date Kareem. I don't think I would want my girlfriend working with her ex-boyfriend either. Call it insecure, call it crazy. That's just me. So long story short, he starts shooting his shot. Barry's calling Sharon. Sharon ain't picking up the phone. She wasn't picking up the phone. And they get into this smoochy. Kareem and Sharon start kissing and carrying on, and they getting into it as Barry's trying to call her to pick up the phone. And then, like I said, we saw that Barry got into it with the police, and I guess he's going to be arrested and all that other stuff. And he's, you know, this knife, this bloody knife. But like I said, I think that's Sharon that did that. I don't know. I could be wrong. All right, let's move on to, I don't know his name, Muscle Dude that got shot up by Lily. Muscle Dude is in Kyle's house, and Kyle is that creepy, sneaky Secret Service agent who we found out is Donald's lover. And Donald is Lily's husband. But, you know, he really in the closet, and he really had an old relationship with Kyle, and they was, you know, and then he married this girl. So it turns out Kyle is trying to destroy the marriage so he can get that old thing back. He wants Donald back. And so the Muscle Dude is in the house, and he's looking around Kyle's house. And this was hilarious because Kyle is like completely crazy. I have some notes here because, you know, I can't remember everything. There was some funny things that was said. Muscle Dude is still walking around like this, wounded. You know, he's still wounded. And Kyle is like, I thought I told you to get out of here. I thought I told you to leave, this, that, and the third. And then he confronts Kyle. He's like, Kyle, who are you messing with? What is it? What's going on? Is it a politician? Is it somebody? Ah, it is him. So Muscle Dude has guessed that Kyle was having a relationship with Donald. He's figured it out, and now he knows that Lily is in danger and all this good stuff because he knows that Kyle is trying to destroy them. And he said he was throwing all types of little darts. Like, he was not darts. He was throwing himself at the Muscle Dude. And I thought that was hilarious because you got this big muscle-bound dude and Kyle, little skinny self, and Kyle's like, yeah, you know, it was nice watching you sleep, and you shouldn't wear such tight underwear. And then the Muscle Dude says something like, oh, you worried about if I could, you know, you worried, what did he say? It was crazy. Somebody tell me below, but he said something like, oh, you worried about whether or not I could have kids or something like that, he said. But he was like, oh, and he was like, no, I just like how it looked, you in your tight underwear. It was just, oh, my goodness. And he was like, you lucky I didn't take them off. Like, he was just throwing himself on old Muscle Dude and saying, you know, what he would do and reminiscing about how he would get him drunk and have his way with him. Kyle is just a pervert. He's just trying to jump on everything. And I'm like, that was so, it was so hilarious because the big Muscle Dude, look like he'll knock somebody out, and you got a little Kyle like talking to you like that. Yeah, I'm gonna slop you up like a biscuit and lick you up and down till you say stop. Play with your body, baby. Make you real hot. That scene was just totally hilarious to me. Like, totally hilarious. So, Muscle Dude then goes to Lily, and he's like, Lily, you're in danger, this, that, and the third. You need to get rid of your husband. You need to divorce him. This ain't no good. Girl, you got to go. And she's like, you again? What do you want? And, you know, she's like, listen, I ain't no little helpless chick. I shot you, and I shot you at such and such range, and I did all this and that and the third to you, and next time I won't miss. She's talking reckless. She's like, get out of this car, get away from me, because you don't want none of this smoke. I'm about sick of you is what she's saying. And she's like, I know you wanted to sleep with me, but I'm like, Lily, you gave it up. You gave it up mad easy to this dude in the airport. So I'm like, this chick she's bugging out. So she doesn't want this dude's help. Muscle Dude, I don't know his name. Y'all know his name? Put it in the comments. And she doesn't want to be bothered with Muscle Dude. She ain't trying to hear what he got to say. And she's like, look, get out of here. Just get out of here. So he's trying to help her because he knows that she's in danger. She needs to get away from her husband, and she needs to get away from Kyle. And he believes that the First Lady and Kyle are working together to take down Lily and Donald and all this other stuff. Especially to just destroy this marriage. I don't know, but that's interesting. Speaking of the First Lady gets a visit tonight from Mama, her mother. And her mother's a old, crusty, stuck-up bitch. I mean, I see where this girl gets it from. I see where the First Lady gets it from. But the First Lady was like, this is the first episode where I seen her all timid, and I guess her mother scares her. So apparently, the First Lady's parents have some sort of, they are very powerful. And her father, the First Lady's father, must work for the people who can put people in office. You know, he's got the power and the control. I said, yeah, Tyler was looking at Scandal. Because he kind of lifted that element of this show from Scandal. That whole thing of my daddy is more powerful than the president. Yeah, you stole that from you. Give Shonda Rhimes a little bit of your check for that one. Because you kind of stole that one. But anyway, she's just talking reckless to the First Lady, and the First Lady's like, hi, Mom, do you like my dress? Her mother was like, no, and I don't like your hair either. Damn, now I see why she's a bitch, the mother's a bitch. Like, damn, what kind of behavior is that? And her mother was like, where are my grandchildren? How are they doing? And the mother was getting on my nerves because don't ask me questions that you already know the answer to, because she's like, how's the boy? And then the First Lady goes, he's fine. No, he's not. He's still around here flashing himself. Did you take care of it? Wait a minute. You asked me a question. I answered it, but you already knew the answer to it. Oh, no, he's not. And the girl, I see she ran away. So clearly they're powerful. They see everything. Somebody's telling these people everything. I see she ran away with that guy, talking about Picky. And she's like, well, I know that that's been taken care of. So the mother's no joke. The mother and the father, they're no joke. They are running some things. They're powerful people. And she goes on to mention how she did the First Lady's behavior, how you in this White House acting the fool, you're tearing, how she said it, you're tearing up the valuables in the house and acting a fool and all this other stuff. You know, she had that real snobby attitude, like a broom was up her butt. She was very, you know, oh, darling, and she was mean, she was evil. She was like, you're destroying very expensive valuables in here, acting a fool, and you can't control this hillbilly. And then we get a little bit more backstory. And she's like, after you fell in love with that white hillbilly country low down, I'm adding on to it, you know, trailer park dude, didn't we help you? Didn't we fix him up and make him the governor and make him the this and put him in the White House? So her parents, they're powerful. And, you know, your father, he worked his way to the top, and now he works for one of the most powerful families in the country. And Don't worry, your father's going to handle that old hick. He going to handle that country hick. I was like, damn. So I would like to meet the father. I would like to meet the first lady's father. So they're like, they're going to handle this. They are going to handle this. Meanwhile, the president is making him a booty call appointment. He's sitting there with Donald, and Donald's going over some information with him and something that's, oh, this is going to be good, and you see how this went up. And he's like, listen, look at this envelope. Bring me Kyle. Bring Kyle. Get Kyle in here. I don't want to talk to you. Bring Kyle, like right now. Brings Kyle in. He has an envelope. Kyle opens the envelope. It's a picture of the side piece. And he opens it up, and the side piece, what is her name? Denise, I think. The side piece is there. And he's like, what can you do? I want to see her. I want to see her now. So Kyle is like, sir, I can have a certain part of the White House. Kyle is showing out and showing off. Sir, I can have a part of this White House cleared out and this and that and have your family out of here. And you can bring your side piece right up in the in your bedroom, in the first bedroom. Do they call it the first bedroom? The presidential bedroom. And I'm like, damn. Of all the places you got to do her in there, all these rooms in the White House, you going to disrespect your wife like that? I know you don't like her, but damn. And I'm like, hillbilly, if you know, hillbilly president, if you know that your wife is related to some very powerful people, why won't you straighten up and act right? Why? Why would you do this? So, old hillbilly president has Kyle arranged to bring his booty call over onto the bedroom. And so when Kyle is telling the other workers, yeah, we're going to need section such and such cleared off. And he said from hours 1402 to 1409, that's going to be cleared off. I said, oh, so the president going to be knocking boots from 1402 to 1409 hours. Something like that, he said. And so the guy said to him, the president told you that? Did you tell him all of this? And the guy let him have it. He was like, listen, Kyle, you're a creep and I'm watching you. And Kyle was like, yeah, okay. Kyle don't care. Kyle think he has the upper hand on everything. And so the president goes to his bedroom, and Denise, she looking good. I gotta give it to her. She laid up here in her finest lingerie, laying across the bed. See, she's a nasty chick too, because you in the bed. If you're going to have an affair, go to a hotel. Why would you do it in the same bed that he shares with his wife? Is that the germs? I mean, it's wrong, period. Let me say it's wrong, period. You shouldn't be cheating, period. But if you're going to do it, I don't want to be in the bed. You and your wife been in this bed. And, she was taking all these shots at the first lady. And before she got over there, she was like, oh, she's $400,000 richer because the president gave her some tips on where to invest. So he's doing insider trading, and apparently whatever he tweeted about, the stock went up on that, and he's like putting money in that. She's like, oh, thank you, Daddy. I love you. I'm going to be rich and all this other stuff. And he tells her Kyle is going to come pick her up. I got to just put that in there. So she goes, oh, she's there. She's laid out on the bed, stretched out, looking sexy, looking fine. And the president ready to tear her up. So, they do their thing. When they're finished, he's like, oh, yeah, I'll tell you that Kyle, he's good, man. He's good. He done got you up in here. My family ain't in the way. There's no problem and all this. So he's not aware that his mother-in-law's in town. And so, and that they're really out to lunch or whatever. I guess he's not aware of that. So he's in the bathroom. He goes in the bathroom. And he's talking some stuff. Yeah, baby, blah, 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 blah. He comes out. And the side piece has been, I should call her side pieces now, because she's two pieces now, because they done decapitated her. I shouldn't be laughing at this stuff. They done chopped her head off and left it in the bed. So who are these ruthless people? This is how we getting down in the White House? Why y'all just didn't drug her or shoot her or do something like that? But no, they took her head off with her head and left it in the bed. And the way her head just plopped off. And did y'all pay attention to those special effects? That blood that was still gushing. The blood that was still gushing out. The blood that was gushing out off the bed when he discovered that she was dead. And that was it. So that was crazy. This episode was crazy. See, this is what I like, the craziness. Because you listen, we already in this world where logic does not exist. So why not just go all the way hell out crazy? I'm expecting aliens or something in the next episode or something. Because, I mean, we just go... The show is so over the top and it's hilarious to me. So, you know, off with her head. She's been beheaded. And that was the end of the episode. And they did promise us last week that someone will die. And now someone died. So we got to wait until May, y'all. We got to wait until May to see what's going to happen, what's going on. But they did show a preview, and it looks like Barry going to run that car into the store because I think he sees Sharon and Kareem kissing. But you told Sharon to leave. You told Sharon don't come back. So she going, she doing what she got to do. But tell me your thoughts. Tell me, did you like tonight's episode? Are you still riding with it? Because I know a lot of y'all was saying that y'all wasn't with the show no more. I think Frank A said he can't do it no more. I'm like, Frankie, come on, hold on. But he was like, I can't do this no more. I'll just watch your reviews. But I'm really curious to see what he thought about this episode. Shout out to Simply Be Yourself 100. Shout out to Atif. Shout out to all the people that have been watching the shows, that we've been having these wonderful conversations. It's a bunch of y'all now. We're really getting this thing going. Tell me what you thought about tonight's episode. Do y'all agree with me that I think that Sharon might have killed Barry's girlfriend, Barry's baby mama? Do y'all think? Because I don't think it's the father. I think it's Sharon. I think it's her. And I don't know. But that's another thing. Okay, you stab somebody up with this knife, and you're hiding the knife with the money. Why don't you clean the murder weapon off? A lot of people don't have common sense on the show. But you know what? That's it, because we'll be going on and on and on and on. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Check out some of my other videos. That's it for now. Brother got to get up and go to work in the morning. So I'll see you in the next video. And you have a good night, and you be blessed.